Hi, how are you today? We are back at another monthly review. August was honestly a great month for K-pop, and overall, it's always one of the best months of the summer, so I am really happy that we got some quality music during this month. So because this video will be released on September 1st, let me just wish everyone who is coming back to school a great school year, good grades, and hopefully not much stress. Now, to start off this school year stress-free, let me get you some quality entertainment for the duration of this video and start with reviewing some K-pop songs. Number 31, Siren by Rise. So Rise is SM's newest boy group, and while I enjoy some of their music, which I will be talking about later in this video, this song is not it. Since the first beat, I was begging for someone to come and gouge my eyes out. Like, that's maybe dramatic, but why did you choose this bundle of noise music that's only a minute long to be your pre-release? I was hyped for this boy group, but once I heard this song, I almost shut my computer completely. Like, I wanted to throw my phone across the room and just plug my ears so I don't have to hear this song anymore. I appreciate the effort to be different and mix pop, but sometimes just stick to the formula. Just because it worked with NCT doesn't mean it will work again. So this is my least favorite song of the month. Number 30, Homeboy by Zikers. So if you don't know, Zikers are under KQ Entertainment, the same company that houses ATEEZ. And this song really caught me off guard, but not in a good way. The intro itself is appalling and just kind of took me out of the song before I even started to listen to it. But I stuck around because I found the MV's concept to be really cool, and it's one of the prettier music videos of this month, I'll give them that. And once it starts getting okay and listenable, they start rapping. And I beg, please do not let whichever member rapped, please don't let him rap ever again. And this is such a mix poppy weird concept. While people were bashing the N-mix change up in Dice and OO, yet our standing these songs are to me very confusing people, because I can enjoy a good N-mix song. I am okay with that, but this song just hurts me personally. Once again, I can see the vision and there are some parts of this song that are genuinely enjoyable, but once they start the rap and the weird mix pop sound, it kind of takes me out of it. So that's number 30. Number 29, Love Me Again by V of BTS. So I usually preach about how ballads are my favorite types of K-pop songs, and I do love ballads, like they are usually in my top 15 or top 10, but I really dislike this song. If we ignore the song on its own, the music video itself feels like a performance video shot in this weird way that's supposed to make us feel like it's cinematography, like a cinematographic masterpiece, but it's really not. It's just a performance video shot in a slightly more narrow ratio. But even if we ignore that, the song is boring. It just has no catchy hook and it's really repetitive. I can't tell you how this song goes if you held me at gunpoint, and I listened to it at least 2 or 3 times to make sure my review was correct. Now, he has a good voice, we all know that, but I really am not the biggest fan of this song. Especially after his controversy, I'm not gonna give him any excuses. It's not a great song. Number 28, Baggy Jeans by NCT U. So, I know what NCT music sounds like and I was prepared for it in a way, but this song really sounds like an NCT song, which if you enjoy their music, this is genuinely, if you put NCT into an AI generator, this is the song you would get. And it's very noise music. Once again, if you're a fan of that, it's probably higher on your own list, but I'm not. After the intro that surprised me, the verse and the first pre-chorus were completely fine and I was even vibing to it. But then the deep voice in the chorus just kind of caught me off guard. It surprised me and not in a good way. And I feel like this song had so much potential to be way better than it was. Like, I could see the great elements of it, but it just didn't deliver for me. Although I will say that NCT pre-choruses do always bring out the best in them, and I enjoyed this pre-chorus. Like, if I could get a song just like the pre-chorus was, I would stream the hell out of it. But for now, this is where they stand. Number 27. The Boys' Lip Gloss. I always get a little chuckle when I see their group name, but that doesn't really matter. When I saw the name Lip Gloss, I thought maybe it would have a more sexy, mature concept, or at least like a flirty style concept, but no. It has like a summer bop, teen crush concept, which is fine. Those concepts can be done really well and make some really decent songs. But this one just isn't it. As soon as you start bopping to it, you get hit with some really cringy lyrics that personally take me out of it, because some of these phrases are just already dated even though they were trendy like 2 months ago. Other than that, the song completely feels like a Harry Styles reject, like something that would be released alongside Watermelon Sugar but in the end was scraped. The music video has a cute storyline, I will give them that, and the color grading is a little bit strange. I don't know why they choose to saturate the colors like that, but sure. Although the music video just feels like fan service with the amount of shirtless guys in it, and the fact that the star is a white girl, not a Korean one. It just feels like this was a fan service video for their own fans, which is not bad, but doesn't help the song that is not great in the slightest. So this is where it's going to stay. Number 26. Rowdy by Sorn of CLC. Can someone please tell me what is going on with CLC? Because the members keep saying they're not disbanded, but they also never have any updates. Also, am I the only one who forgot that Sorn is an idol? Like, I think of her more as a TikToker by now, but I digress, I guess. This song is very like Club 2019. It has a lot of bass and drums that are layered over an electro beat that's obviously meant to be a party song. But a song, just because it's good for parties, doesn't mean it's a good song overall. It uses some very cringy lyrics, like it uses the word ick, which that word gives me the ick, as well as some other TikTok slang words that really date the song, because if you listen to it in like 2 years, it's probably going to be very dated. It feels like an Everglow release from like 2018, but worse. Although I'm not gonna shade Sorn very much because it's obviously released for Western audiences and it's made as a party song. So while I wouldn't put it on my playlist, if I saw it at like a club or a party, I would definitely shake my ass to it. So that's a plus, I guess. Number 25. The Girls by Blackpink for Blackpink the Game. So I'm not going to be too harsh on this song because I mean it's obviously a song for the game that's for fans, and I think that's really cute that they decided to release the song. But since it's Blackpink and they only release music when they absolutely have to, I do have to judge the song because who knows when is the next time I will get the chance. So this song doesn't feel like it's a Blackpink song, and I actually really enjoy that. After the first chorus, it starts feeling like a Blackpink song, but until then, it just feels like a regular K-pop-ish song, and I am really fine with that. I enjoy when Blackpink change their style even a little bit, because they can be very versatile performers if they are given the chance to be. So, I don't know, I think this song is cute. It's a little boring, but it's meant to be just an in-game song, so once again, I'm not going to be too harsh on it. I will once again beg YG to change whoever writes their raps, like, please leave Teddy, like, leave him in the basement or something. Change the person who wrote your raps, because Lisa rapped it fine, but what was that verse? Why did they say messy like 200 times during a 3-minute song? Nothing is that messy, especially this game. It's very cute. Why are you saying messy 300 times? That's weird. However, one thing I will notice, and maybe talk about in a further video, is how YG decides when they're going to pay all of the views. Because it's obvious that this song got 13 million organic views, while usually Blink's streamed the hell out of everything, and Awesome Scream, Awesome Camera got like 100 million views. So it's really interesting that you can see how YG manipulates Blackpink's views when it's convenient for them. But other than that, I think the song is fine. For a game song, it's really adorable, and I might even install the game after I saw these cute visuals, so they did influence me. Number 24. Zykers, Do or Die. This is the better song out of the two in my opinion, since I definitely prefer this one. So it's very giving rock, metal, and it does feel like something teenagers would release, so it does feel very authentic, both to their brand and to the way they present themselves. However, once again, there is a traumatizing intro, which I can see it's becoming a trend for these boy groups, and I hate that trend. Why do you have to jump scare me with the intro? If I clicked on the song to listen to it, why do you want me to click off? Don't you enjoy the streams? I don't know, I feel like it's a bit too experimental. Like I said, I like and mix, and I enjoy a good NCT song, but Zykers really do push it too much for me. It's not my style, but I do appreciate the grind, because you can see that they try hard, or at least their producers try hard to make a unique song, and once again, I can truly respect that. So while it's not my favorite song of the month, I am not going to shit on it too much. Number 23. aespa, Better Things. So this is another of dreaded English K-pop releases, which, if you know me, you know I am not the biggest fan of. Some of them can either be absolute bops and gems in the dirt, but some of them I really despise. This one falls in the middle. It starts really chill, and I really enjoy the beat and the aesthetic of the music video they have going on. It immerses you into this almost underwater, dreamlike state with the gentle lyrics and their heavenly vocals, which aespa are very well known for. You can see that they took a page out of Twice's book and obviously attended their school of music releases. Sadly though, they were not incredible students, because as soon as that rap badass part started, it took me out. Now, I think that part is fine, and on its own, if you listen to it like a TikTok snippet, I find real enjoyment in it. But when you mix it with the rest of this song, which is really gentle and really calming, it just takes me out of it personally. So I think this song had so much potential, and I'm sad that they couldn't decide on a direction. Sometimes just giving one direction is enough without having to have a switch up or an edgy change. But I will say that it's better than most other English K-pop releases, and I probably will be streaming it again, so that's something. Number 22. Gravity, Ready, Set, Go. This is another one of the songs that I won't be way too harsh on, simply because it's actually an OST for a K-drama and not an actual comeback. So as a song, if we take out the drama, it's very forgettable and very boring. But if we look at it as a soundtrack song, it does look like something you would find in the background of an anime, or in this case a fantasy show. And it does appear to fit the drama that it was put into, so I can't put it any higher, but it wouldn't be fair for me to put it any lower, because, well, it does its job. Number 21. Limelight, Madeline. I really enjoy their music video. It looks really unique, and it reminds me a lot of an NMIX music video, especially Dice. I love how they use the pastel visuals for this music video. However, I find the song to be really forgettable. They have really unique vocals, and I enjoy the pre-chorus of this song, but everything else about it is forgettable. The only things I can remember about it while I wasn't editing were the visuals during the music video and a bit of the pre-chorus. The choreo as well is very forgettable and very boring, and while the song had some potential, it's just really slow, and while I enjoy a good girl group plain song, this one is too plain even for me.
Number 20. So Me, Fast Forward. Now, shameless self-promo, but there is a whole review of this album on my channel if you're interested in watching it. And also congratulations to this song and every song after it for making it into the top 20 on this list. Now, I've talked about this already, but I enjoyed the verses and the pre-choruses of this song, but the empty chorus to me feels really dated, and I don't enjoy songs that feel like they are made just to be radio hits. I think Teddy is overusing the YG formula, and it doesn't really work on an artist like Somi. Like, I enjoy her creative aspect, and I feel like she deserves way better songs, and some others on her album had way more potential than this one. This one would also even be fine if it had at least a YG signature chorus with a couple of da-da-das or at least some words in it. But like this, I am not the biggest fan. Number 19. Slay by Everglow. Oh my god, Stone Music finally let my girls out of the basement to release a bop. Now this is definitely not in my top Everglow songs, mostly because, like Fast Forward, it feels very dated. The choreo and the melody of the song feel very 2018, even though it used a word that is trending right now, like slay. I think the pre-chorus is nice, and I really enjoyed the bridge. It was my favorite part of the song. As well as the raps. Everglow girlies know how to deliver on Girl Crush and have some pretty good raps. The music video itself, though, felt more like a performance with a couple of visual gags to try to catch your attention, but those didn't really work out, in my opinion. Also, the phrase crazy sexy cool just takes me out. Like, when I scream this song, the last thing I want to say is crazy sexy cool, but that's a songwriter problem more than an Everglow one. Still, even though it's not my favorite song, I am so happy they have a win on this, and go stream Everglow, they really deserve it. Number 18. Flash by Kwon Eunbi. I always look so forward to her comebacks, and Underwater truly blew me away. I had really high expectations for this song, and maybe that was the beginning of the downfall, in my eyes. I usually really enjoy her songs, but this one was just a bit boring, I will say. The music video reminded me a lot of Yena's Wicked Love, and I would say that I definitely prefer Wicked Love to this song. It's also another big offender of the empty chorus trend that I hope will stop sometime soon, because why? The song had a lot of potential, but I will say that the empty chorus is the most memorable part, and that's how you know you've done something wrong. Still, I do like this song, just like I like the majority of her releases. I think my expectations were just way too high. Number 17. Ha Yoon-jin, Blessing in Disguise. I love how she still releases her own songs, even though she isn't allowed to have a solo, but she still wants to release music that she likes. I also enjoy how creative her music videos are, because all of them are slightly different, but all of them are equally visually appealing. Her vocals are truly heavenly, as in most songs, and you can really see her opera training. Also, the whole entire song has such a very positive vibe, and it really uplifts me while I was listening to it. It made me feel all happy and giggly, and also watching her memories from her phone made me feel like I was listening to a song while video chatting a friend, and I enjoy that feeling. It's a very warm, very cute feeling. I think Yoonjin is getting better in her songwriting abilities because this song is way better than Idol, and with every comeback she gets even better. I really enjoyed this song, and I'm so happy she released it, and I hope Hybe will soon allow her to have an actual solo. Number 16. Secret Number, Starlight. So this is the song that gets the award of Best Music Video of this month. It's so creative, it's so well done, and it doesn't overuse the CGI, but it still manages to make some really cool, like, supernatural shots. I really love that. Also, Secret Number just proved that they are extending their no-skip discography once more. and I am once more begging you to stand Secret Number. However, I do have my faults with this song. It's underwhelming. I know it's cute, and I know that's the point, but it's just a very underwhelming song. Like, it's slightly boring, I dare to say. It's really cute, and I do, like I said, I do enjoy some of my plain boring poppies, but I don't know, I feel like if they added some more of that Secret Number spice, it would have been my number one. But, like this, I am happy with its place. Number 15. Memories by Rise. Rise really made their comeback on my list, so from number 31, they got over to number 15, which is more than a halfway jump. This song pleasantly surprised me, especially after hearing Siren, which I really hated. This song was a very cute, very teen fresh song, but in boy group style, which we haven't seen a lot of. You can see they are trying to imitate the 90s and the 80s with their styling and with the style of the music video, which is completely fine. That's a subjective, stylistic thing. I also enjoy the chorus of this song and feel like it has a lot of potential to be just a nice ballad. However, obviously because it's an SM boy group, it has to have a beat switch, which graded it down a couple of ranks for me. But one thing that saved it from me completely disliking it is the fact that during the rap there is such a cool beat in the background that I would listen to it just for the musical number. Overall, I did add this song to my playlist, and I feel like this group has some potential, so I will be looking out for their future comebacks, even if I wasn't making videos. Number 14. Tsuki. I don't know yet how to love. So, I know that this is a cover and that it theoretically doesn't count because the lyrics and everything else is not controlled by Tsuki's management. But this is one of my favorite Korean songs of all time, and it was released originally in the 80s. And I just wanted to put it in here because I do enjoy Tsuki's cover. And I feel like the song itself needs more attention, and a popular idol covering it from a group that I already like is a dream come true scenario for me. So I did plug it in here simply because it's an amazing song, and Tsuki did pump it up with her vocals and her visuals. So I feel like it has a deserved place on the list. Number 13. V of BTS, Rainy Days. This is definitely the much better song out of the two, and I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the cinematography in the music video. I thought it was really cool, as well as the strange color grading that makes it look like a depressing movie from the 2000s. Other than that, the song is a very sad ballad, just like the last one, but I actually enjoyed this one. I can relate to some of its verses, so I find it a huge plus. Also, this is my reaction when I have to do literally anything, so I relate to him in this video a lot. It's a pop song in the flesh, and I enjoy that. Good job. Number 12. Picture by Hyo of Girls' Generation. So, Mother Hyo decided to help all of our ears and grace us with a comeback. But this is not my favorite comeback of hers. However, I like it. I'm not going to say that I dislike it, even though I don't think it's her best, and she definitely has some better songs. I am not the biggest fan of her singing, surprisingly, even though I love her, like she's my bias in Girls' Generation, but her voice just kind of does some weird things sometimes. And this rapping, talking, singing really suits her, and I'm happy she's using it more, because then she can implement her dancing and stage presence and up the song a couple of notches. It's another very good club banger and a very good dancing song, which is obviously expected from the best dancer of our generation. I also enjoyed her visuals, even though the music video was also very boring, but I don't expect too much in that case. I think she prefers to show off her dancing, and I prefer watching that too. So, deserved. Number 11. Golden Age by NCT. And this song is something I would tell someone if they wanted me to explain what NCT's music sounds like. I would play this song out of the bat. I love the slow ballad part. It's incredible. I love it so much. But obviously this is an NCT song, so we have to have a switch up. Although I don't really mind it because you kind of get used to it if you listen to them as much as I do. So while it has a switch up that I am not the biggest fan of, but that's just because I'm not the biggest fan of rap switch ups overall. But I will say that they executed it perfectly, and they really brought out the best in themselves that they could, even during this rap part. The pre chorus and chorus are gorgeous, and I want to put them on repeat all the time because their vocals just blend so well with the nice background track. I just love that so much. I think that if a rap part was separated into a different song and a whole song was just rap, and this whole song was just a ballad, it would be a 10 out of 10, my favorite NCT song. But like this, it's still great, and I really like it.
Number 10. Ding Ding by Mamamoo Plus. So Mamamoo Plus is a subunit containing Moonbyul and Solar, and every song that is made by the members of Mamamoo is automatically a bop, and I don't make the rules. The music video is so quirky but in such a great way, and I really love the vibe it has. It's very different. It's not something we've seen before, but the scene when they're dancing in white also feels kind of nostalgic. Also, I love their visuals. I don't know if that's a popular or an unpopular opinion, but I think Solar is one of the most gorgeous K-pop idols ever. I also love her ding ding, the way she whisper sings it, and it sounds so gentle and cute, even though they are doing this song to be very mature. I also really enjoyed the rap. I think it fit the song well, and it didn't break it apart. You can imagine that the rap is supposed to be there, and that's great. So, congratulations for making it into the top 10. So, on to the next one. Number 9. Bubble by Stacey. I love all Stacey songs, and their concept is just top notch. They don't care about fitting in with the cool new song concept. They keep their cute concept, and I love that. This song is kinda childish, but it reminds me a lot of Old Twice, but with a 4th gen twist, and I think that's adorable. Also, the Stacey rhythm at the end reminds me so much of Yes or Yes, so all one says, I recommend you listen to this song. Sure, it's a bit childish, yes, I'll give you that, but it's cute and it has a great message behind it, and the Stacey girls are just so charming in this music video that you can't help but like it, even though it may not be your favorite. I truly want you to check it out because Stacey always deserves more attention. Also, it has a really cute dance, and I appreciate a good cute dance. Doesn't have to be too complicated, but it's memorable. Number 7. Smooth Sailing by Signature. Why did all of their songs go so underrated? I am very confused. They have one of the best concepts in K-pop and also one of the best voices, and I never know why their songs just go over the radar. Like, this is what Teen Fresh concept should feel like. It's a really good song, and it's done so well, executed so well, and the music video is so cute for the budget that they probably had. Like, why doesn't no one stream Signature? Or the other Nugu girlies? They always eat with their songs.
Number 6. Seoul, Such a Beautiful City by High Key. These girlies are one of my favorite underrated Nugu girlies because they always make such good music. It's unbelievable how they're not at the top of the charts all the time. Like, if I was from Seoul, I would never shut up about this song. My ass would just keep blabbing about it and singing it. People would find me very annoying. Their vocals also never disappoint, and I really enjoy how all of their voices sound, especially mixed together and on this type of beat. I sincerely hope these girls will go viral someday because this song is way too good. Number 5. High Key, Time to Shine. This is one of my favorite pre-releases. The beginning and everything about it comments their new status and how they feel underrated in the industry. And I sincerely hope that they get more streams, and I hope this song would take them out of Nugudam, or any song in that fact. Like, I want them to at least have Billy's level of fame if they can't have more. They really out-Stacey'd Stacey with this song because this was just an amazing release. It was so fun, it was so fresh and teenager, and I love the bubblegum pop style but modernized for younger people. Just please stream my girls, blow them up. Number 4. Taxi by Joe Yuri. So once again, I have a whole entire review of this album on my channel, so another shameless self-plug, but check it out if you want my full opinions. But I do really love this song. It's catchy, it has a great rhythm, and her vocals always carry it. Her voice is so memorable, and she fits so well with this lovely Y2K cute-ish concept, where the song is still a bit more mature. I think she really nailed all of her solo releases, and this is just an amazing song. The chorus is the only part that would get kind of boring and repetitive, but overall I think the song is really fresh and replayable. Number 3. One More Time by BB Girls. If you don't know, BB Girls are just Brave Girls under a new name and a new company. And so happy they re-debuted, and bronze medal well deserved. This song is so mature and so classy, and I'm happy they managed to debut again, let alone with such a great song. I enjoyed this mature concept on them, and the melody they chose for the song is amazing. Their vocals also really stand out, and the dance performance was giving. Like, they are so talented, and I hope that they will get as much attention as BB Girls as they had when they were Brave Girls. Incredible. Number 2. Triple S's Love Evolution subunit, Girls Capitalism. Wow, I mean, I love Triple S, which can be seen by my intro being them, but they literally never released a bad song. Like, they have so many members, yet a no-skip discography. They really nailed the message of the song incredibly and made it a real hype song without overly shoving the hype in our feelings. Like, the song isn't saying just be who you are because you're pretty, because you're gorgeous. It has that message, but it doesn't shove it in your face. The vocals are also incredible, as well as the aesthetic of the music video. I don't know how they're not more viral on the charts, because this song is a masterpiece, and literally I beg you to stream it. They did incredible with this one. Number 1, and gold medal goes to Jihyo for her solo debut, Killin' Me Good. Y'all knew this would be number 1, because I find this song to be a masterpiece. Everything Jihyo ever touches becomes a masterpiece, and this song is no exception. And I am not forgiving y'all for not streaming it more. I'm also not forgiving YouTube for deleting views, what the fuck. Like, she did so good. This song is incredible, and it has a well-deserved number 1. Like, it doesn't matter who I stand or not, but you have to objectively agree that this song is amazing. It really delivered everything I needed from August from a Jihyo release. Like, she did all I expected and more. And I beg you to please continue streaming it. Maybe get Mother Jihyo her second win, because this is definitely my favorite song. Like, a gold medal, all of those other songs are incredible, but this one is just on another level. I love it. Alright, that was my ranking for this video. I do want to hear your opinions in the comments. What do you think? Did I overhype a song or did I underhype one? Is my least favorite your favorite or the opposite? What do you think? And also, another thank you, we're almost at 1,500 subscribers, which is amazing. I am literally so proud, and I'm so happy that you guys decided to take your time and follow me and watch my videos. I love that. Thank you so much. So, once again, happy new school year for everyone who is going. And for the rest of us, just a happy September. Have a great month and enjoy some more K-pop for me. Alright, I love you all so much. Thank you once again for watching my video, and I will definitely see you in the next one.